How's it going, YouTube? My name is Ari and welcome back to Blue Lion Finance. Now, for all of you tuning in for your very first episode of Blue Lion Finance, allow for me to just catch you up to speed in sharing with you that this channel is all about investing as well as my personal journey to amassing $100,000 with my Vanguard brokerage account. But that account put aside for today, I want to go ahead and update each and every one of you about this stimulus bill because it has officially passed, and there is certainly a lot to unpack when it comes to this stimulus bill, and I want to make sure you are all up to date and of course going over that stimulus check information as well for you. But of course, just before we begin, if you could tap on that thumbs up button because it will certainly help me out in growing this channel by getting the Blue Lion Finance word out there. And moreover, if you have not already, go ahead and just tap on that subscribe button because I'd absolutely love to have you along the journey with me. Now, YouTube, let's go ahead and get right to it. All right, so in wasting no time at all, we're gonna just jump right into it and discussing the stimulus bill because as mentioned, it has officially passed. Now, this stimulus bill is known as Joe Biden's rescue plan. It is totaled up at $1.9 trillion of aid going out to the American people who need it most. Now, that bill officially passed on Wednesday, March 10th. It will make its way to Joe Biden's desk by tomorrow. That's Friday, March 12th, for his official and final signature just before the government goes ahead to empty out their pockets, sending stimulus our way. Now, of course, I know many of you are most likely interested in the stimulus check information, but just before we get there, let's just go ahead and break down this bill in its entirety. We can see here that unemployment benefits have been extended. They're at $300 per week and are extended until September 6th, so great news for those of you who need it. But of course, in even better news, we are seeing here that this stimulus bill calls for $10,200 of the unemployment benefits that you may have already received will go tax-free. Now, this rescue plan is also calling for $20 billion to go towards the vaccine rollout, which is of course desperately needed as America needs to continue to push forward on these efforts. Now, we're going to get $25 billion towards rental assistance. $120 billion are going to go towards schools so they can safely reopen for our kids to get back to school. And then we have $350 billion going towards states and local governments to make sure that they have the support that they need, and $30 billion going towards restaurants who are absolutely devastated by the pandemic, and hopefully we can get them back on track. And then of course, just jumping right to the actual stimulus checks themselves. Yes, there is a third round of stimulus going out. That final number that one could receive is $1,400. So let's just go ahead quickly to break down who exactly is eligible. If you are an individual who filed taxes in 2019 or 2020 and you've made less than $75,000, you are going to be receiving the full $1,400 from the government in stimulus. Now, there is that phase out that was included in this round of stimulus. So if you're making between $75,000 and $80,000, you're going to receive partial payment, and anything above $80,000, you will not be getting this round of stimulus. Now, if you are married and filed jointly with your partner in 2019 to 2020, you guys made below $150,000, you are going to receive the $2,800. And of course, if you have dependents, they will be added in as well. Now, if you made $150,000 to $160,000, that phase out, it starts and you're going to be receiving only partial payment. Anything above the $160,000 mark, you will not be receiving stimulus. Now, of course, for those of you questioning the when and how you're going to be receiving your stimulus checks, very simply put, we should be receiving the stimulus checks shortly thereafter the bill is actually signed by President Joe Biden. So we can expect it in just a couple of weeks here. And how exactly are you going to receive them? Well, if you have filed your taxes electronically and the IRS has your bank account information, you can expect that it will just be directly deposited into the bank account in which you gave to the IRS. Now, if the IRS does not have your information on hand, they're going to be sending either a prepaid card or a check via the mail to your house. So make sure you keep your eyes on the mail. And now I'm sure we can all say we were excited to get America back on an official road to recovery. But of course, just before we actually close out for today, if you could ever so kindly tap on that thumbs up button, it would greatly help me out in expanding the Blue Lion Finance channel and getting the word out there. And moreover, if you personally have not joined me yet on this journey, go ahead and just tap on that subscribe button. I'd absolutely love to have you along for the ride with me. Now YouTube, with all of that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.